queen. Let's ride to the end. Thick and thin. Girl, you are my wonder woman, the one that I'm living for. Girl, you know that I love you. Oh yeah, girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. I'm your TP, I'm the beach, you're the bikini, the remote control, you're the TV, DVD player, I'm the CD. I can see us closer than 3D. Girl, your love is sweeter than kiwi. I can be your Adam, you can be Eve. I'm gonna bite that apple, believe me. I've been searching hard for your love, like a miner digging for gold. And if haters were the ocean, we would stay afloat with the boats. And if you were 4 tires, I would let you ride on my road. If I were your stripper pole, would you work me until I'm rusty and old? Oh yeah, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. Angel eyes, you must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision and it, mind you left a dent. This love is meant to happen, girl, it's not an accident. So if you give me your heart, I promise I will represent. You're my pieces, I'm your puzzle. You're my rain, I'm your puddles. You're my teddy bear like Snuggles. If it's team us, let's huddle. We can be strength in life struggles. You're my red nose with no muzzle. I can be the product, you can be the dollars. Girl, let's orchestrate this hustle. Oh yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. I am directions, you would be the destination. If I were an employee.
Yeah.
I'm in love with the bar. How can I get with the bar? I'm in love with the bar. How can I get with the bar? I won't give you anything. Let me give you my everything. Let me give you my everything. Cause you my baby, oh, my baby, oh. I won't give you anything. Let me see you.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good evening. It's a wonderful, great, and blessed day to be here in Liberia, to be specific, Monrovia. And let me say good afternoon, good evening to all of our charitable listeners who are following us through various platforms in and out of Liberia. If you are there in London, you are there in South Korea, those in Australia, those in the United States of America, Canada, if you are somewhere around West Africa, Central Africa, East or North, wherever you are, Asia, let me say good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, and Welcome to the Costa Show. My name is Buakai Amaraka. I'm pretty seated here for you this morning. And we'll be looking at a few things this morning. As my co, those that assist me in the process, panelists will join in later on. But there are a few things to look at. We have few months, just 2 months and a few days left to our general and presidential elections. The much talk about election. As we hit the ground running, there are a lot of things that we need to put in place. Be it the ruling party, be it the opposition bloc, even those that are independent, we have to start working to make sure that Liberians vote for us. Next month will be the official kickstart of campaign process in Liberia. And you know what it is? Like I usually say on this platform, expect the unexpected. Something that you haven't seen before or you haven't heard about will happen in this upcoming election. People that you don't expect to move from one political party or to resign from another political party to join party that you don't expect them to join, it will happen. That's what we call elections. Politics in Africa is all about interest. Yeah. So it have made a lot of people now, just the ordinary citizens, see the politicians as people that are just in their own interest. They are no longer in the interest of Liberians. So they only go about voting because they just feel like voting or because they want to exercise their constitutional right. But those that they are electing in power, they are all the same 6 and 7. So that whenever we are on this platform, I see people from the collaborative political party, people from the Coalition for Democratic Change, people from the Liberia's People Party, people from the Unity Party, people from all the political parties, when they come on various platforms, not only the Costa Show, they want to make themselves look so good that, oh, my political party is the best. My political party can make that change. How will you make that change when you haven't even gotten the power yet? How will you? How can we entrust you with power? We've been entrusting people with the same power and they have let us down. But still, we need to try. We need to try. But when you come, you do all the promises, and later on, all of the promises that you make to us, you can fulfill them. And then we start to bomb off you again. We start to cry on you. Look at the leg of Josh Manewia. Our anticipation was so high. We all thought that Joshua is somebody that, from the slum. Joshua from Gibraltar. Joshua from Claratown. Joshua from West Point. So we felt that, oh, he would live like a commoner. He would live like a native son. But here we are today. Joshua took the mantle of authority in our country. The first thing Joshua could do was to pay her condominiums. And today again, few months from now, few days from now, we'll be going to the polls. All I can tell you, Liberians, if you think you are satisfied, if you think life is better for you, if you think life is better for your children, if you think what you are undergoing through, the hardship or the enjoyment that you are undergoing, if it is better for you and your family, you will vote for George Weah. But you think that this government has failed you, but you think this government has failed miserably. If you think one of the promises George Weah made to his people, he didn't fulfill them, you will realize, you will say, yes, there is need for change. And who cannot depend on to make that change? Who cannot run to make that change? Who cannot replace George Weah with to be more better than George Weah? It's the time that is coming now. All the politicians will come this morning. All the politicians will come. They will say, yes, I can do the best. Tomorrow they will come to you. Campaign time, they will tell you. They say, I am the best. They will tell you, I can make that change like you are yearning for. But my brother and sister, it's only God in heaven that know the heart of politician. But we'll not just say that we can vote them. We'll vote them. But we shouldn't vote people based on, oh, because I am a loyalty to this particular party. I am loyal to the party. And I know that the person that the party is, or I know that the representative candidate, my party is putting forth, that person is not capable of representing the people of my district. But because I am a Unity Party supporter, I am a CDC supporter, I am a ANC supporter, and that person is on my party ticket, I will vote one, vote all. That's the bad governing system. That's what really disturbing our country. That's what damaging our society. Your vote is your power. If you know that somebody within the Unity Party, if you know you are a supporter of a Unity Party and you know somebody within a CDC can make that change for your district, if you know somebody within the CDC can make that change for your county, put politics aside, put your party sentiment aside, vote that person because you know that person will make the change for the betterment of your town, your cities, and your county. But here we are. Today, like the CDC, they will say vote one, vote all. They will say, once Joshua putting somebody here up, I will vote that particular person. It's the same in the United Party. It's the same in the CPP. And we should know better. We all are Liberians. This country is all we have. This country is all we have. The leaders that will place this coming October will be there for years again. You know what it takes for another 6 years? Another 6 years. If you don't put in good leadership, will be wasted in your life. You know what it takes for 6 years to just be wasted in your life? That's a huge one. That's very huge. It's not because I am a CDC supporter. It's not because I am a UPS supporter. It's not because I am a CPP supporter. So my party is putting somebody out there. They actually vote that person because the person is incapable of serving the Liberian people. Now is the time. You need to read between the line. Because tomorrow we'll be back on the same platform after voting. You will be saying, I'm disenchanted. I'm disappointed in a lawmaker that I elected. You never went about doing your background investigation on that particular person, if they are good or not. What they are capable of doing for the Liberian people. What they are capable of doing for your district. You went and elected them because your party says you should do. Liberians, we are a few months away. They are coming again with all the sweet mouth. They are coming again to tell you that I will make bread and butter for you. We shouldn't be carried away by all of these things. We shouldn't be. Think about your children. Your children today, if you add 6 years to them without no improvement, all they are, how we see now in the street, drugs. Kush is taking over the entire system. You know what will happen from now to, if we give another leadership to people that will not mean well for this country? We give them another 6 years. You know what will happen? Just on Josh we are. You see what's happening? The youthful generation, everybody, everywhere, every sector of our country, people are complaining. Go to the free port. You hear people complaining there. People are importing business people. They are complaining. Now we are heading to the July 26th. But now you see people smiling all in the street. But even the business people today, in Waterside, in Red Light, they are complaining because people are not buying. There's no money. There is no money. I think by this time, as we are heading to elections, we should be having money in our country. But nobody, all the politicians don't want to spend. You know, I will take this time to respond to Kennedy. Kennedy, I Boakai Amara Kamara. By the time, when George Weah declared that he was coming into politics at that time, I was not having voting right. Within myself, I know that George Weah is not a politician, and I vowed to myself until I Boakai Kamara, I die. I will never elect George Mane Weah. Why will you get come and conclude I voted George Weah? I never voted George Weah. And I will never in my life, will never in my life vote George Weah. Because I know he's not a good politician. Probably you may not be in the country. You're not feeling the pinch that we are feeling. They shouldn't come and be posting all on social media. They are government officials. They shouldn't come and tell you say everything is nice in the country. That's lie. When we in Masorado County can be complaining, what about the folks in the Leeward County? We are so poor to the extent that people that are on sanction list, they are taking advantage of us, Liberians. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? When a man like Nathaniel McGill will be having rally, see Liberians, even though the Americans have told us that we shouldn't, we shouldn't do business with sanction officials, but Liberians will be all out there. They will be all out there cheering McGill, cheering Bill Twawe, cheering Prince Johnson, cheering Vani Shemon. Those that are on the sanction list. Because of why? Because we Liberians not know what we want for ourselves. Because we Liberians can't just afford. They have stolen the resources that should be meant for us. Now they are bringing the crumbs to us. Then we are saying, yes, we are clapping for them. We are saying, yes, they can go back into the national legislature and make that change. What change can they make after they have stolen from us? They tell the Americans, they just sat down one morning and say, oh, we're placing sanction on McGill. We're placing sanction on Prince Johnson. We're placing sanction on the other folks. They did their background investigation. They did their background investigation, and what they know that when they place a sanction on people, they have proof that those people are corrupt and they corrupted the system. But today again, my brother, today again, my sister, you are watching me, you are listening to me. We are running behind them. We are running behind them. You know, it becomes so frustrating that when you see my own age group with the young people, they are using us more than any other thing. The politicians are using us more than any other thing. It is sad. For this country to be developed, our minds, we have to change our minds and attitude. We have to stand up for ourselves. We have to make the people, the corrupt officials know that we need better for this country. But if we start to re-elect the recycle politicians, they are jumping from one political party to another political party. When they move from the other party, they go to the other party. Because they now move from that party to come to my own party, we start clapping for them. When they were with party X, we were bad muffing them. When they come to my own party, I start clapping for them. That's just how the politics is like in Liberia. That's how the politics is like in Liberia. Everybody supporting their own criminals. Everybody defending their own criminals. The United Party defend their own criminals. The CDC defend their own criminals. The CPP defend their own criminals. Everybody. The LPP defend their own criminals. Then you say we're going anywhere soon. We are not. We are not. Until we can start to change our minds and attitude. Until we can get that rifle person that will stand up and say, yes, I want the best for this country. Yes, I want to prove to the Liberian people that I am different. Until we can get that person, we have a long way to go, my people. We have a long way to go. And we, the youth, we have the power in our hand, but we are not making use of that power. We, the youth, we are the change maker, but we are not looking in that direction. Don't be asking me who's a criminal in LPP. They tell you everybody in LPP clean. And they think you want to be playing politics, you want to be preaching here. They tell you that everybody in LPP clean. Now everybody in LPP clean, bro. Now everybody. Not because you're supporting us out today, then you must say everybody they're clean. Not everybody. That's the city I'm saying here. We are supporting and defending our own criminals. We are. It's not good. If you think that you are a patriot, you want the best for this country. You will stand up for truthfulness. You will stand up for love for country. You will stand up for it. From what for my when you talk about active politics, from what I have experienced in the 2023 elections, Liberia, only God can help us. Only God can help us. Because everybody, all the politicians are only there for their own interest. Everybody, they're there for their own interest. They are not there for the Liberian people. You will see them making power with somebody when they are wanting and dining with CDC today. You will see the opposition bad muffing that person. But once that person just move from the CDC and can't join the Unity Party or the CPP or the LPP, you will see all hailing them today and say, oh yes, welcome on board. We'll not be talking about them again. We'll start to defend them. They say, before God help you, you have to start helping yourself. God said no. God will not come and tell us, say, do better for yourself. We need to stand up for that change. We, as Liberians, we need to stand up for that change. And stop defending our own criminals. When people do wrong, look them in the eyes and tell them that, yes, you are my XYZ, but I will tell you the truth. What you are doing is not okay. If you stand up for that, people will hear you for that. People will know that you are standing up for a cause. But because he's your boss, but because he's your relative, or because she's your relative, or because you are supporting that person today, that person will go and steal from the Liberian people. You will be on the various radio stations defending that person because you are getting the crumbs from that person. Just the crumbs you are getting from that person. Just the crumbs you are getting from that person. So before we leave from one stage to another, there are a lot of things that we need to do as country. There are a lot of things that we need to do as people. Lot of things we need to do as people. Liberia is all we have. If you love this country, you will sit up one day, you say, yes, God, why are we at this stage? Why other countries are moving forward, but we are moving backward? Why? Because we are putting the wrong people in power. based on us, based on interest. Based on interest. Napoleon Soso, have you ever seen me healing Mr. Ure on a platform since I took over a co-host? People that have been following the platform, have you ever seen me healing Mr. Ure? Have you ever seen me? Have you ever seen me supporting any political party since I sat down on the platform? Have you ever? Some days people will say Buakai is an underground sedition. Some will say Buakai, my boss and our year, like time my boss was supporting Unity Party. The Unity Party people will say Buakai is supporting this CPP by that time. So today now they are saying I am a supporter of Unity Party because when people talking about JMB want try to talk and try to make some point, they will say I'm supporting JMB. So that's just how it will be. Everybody will be deciding my fate. Everybody will be deciding my fate. But we all should know that they coming October 10th, the decision I will make, it will live for another 6 years. It will live for another 6 years. So let us, if you are now home, you are out of this country, and you know that the person that can do better for you, you have a family back home, make them know that, yes, I am telling you to vote that particular person. That's the power that you have as a person. You don't have a voting right in the country, but you can influence people. You can influence people to make that change. But if you just sit there, you support because you supported Unity Party and Unity Party bring a person forth on the table, you say yes because I'm a party, Unity Party, I'm a party. I will just vote for the person. Anybody that they bring, I will just vote for the person. It's damaging us. It's not helping in any way. Probably some of you guys only see videos of people the youth when it comes to the issue about drugs. Go in every sector, every community having ghettos. Every community having ghetto in this country. It was not like that. The drugs rate is on an increase day by day. And now foreigners taking the drugs. We the seen Liberians. We Liberians, the youthful generation, we are the one consuming the drugs that have been imported by our own officials or foreigners. We will place somebody to the LRA. They will start to marginalize our own business people, Liberian businesses. They will start to marginalize them and give foreigners all of the rights in the country. Are we changing anytime soon? A foreigner will determine how many cup of red you will eat per day. You don't know that? The foreigners are determining how many cup of red we should eat per day. Because they will tell us, I will sell my rice at this rate. I will sell the rice at that price. And now, if you as a citizen go and buy that rice, you will tell your family whom, you will tell your wife, you will tell your children, how you have to know how you cooking. Now the person, the foreigner is determining how many cup of rice you should eat per day. If you don't know, go to the free port. A Liberian will say, oh, I'm trying to do business here in Liberia. They will go and take little money from the bank. Right at the free port, they will import jet 24 container to free that container from the port. Hey God. It will be a serious problem. Business people. But when a foreigner bring container at the port, it will just pass. The 100 million drug case, the drugs they seize from the free port. A foreign company were bringing in that particular container. The Americans have to seize that container. The Americans have to see that continue. It's going to be left for the Liberian people. That continue are going to pass, and that jobs are going to be on the market, on the Liberian market. It was going to be on the Liberian market, and only us, the Liberians, they are damaging us. Few years from now, the Zoko rate that will be in the country will be too high. Few years from now, the disadvantaged youth, the rating of them will be too high. Because there is no, all of our officials are not even thinking about changing anytime soon. There's no way. There's no way. So, like I said, Liberians, we have to change our minds and attitude. We are not going anywhere soon. I listened to a brother a few days ago expressing his frustration, a businessman expressing how bad things are like at the custom office in Liberia. And not only him, a lot of people have expressed that also. Even on the platform, people are disenchanted when they importing a common continuum. It's so bad. Continuum. It's just like we just take our entire economy and give it to the foreigners. We just take our entire economy and give it to the foreigners. Now they will determine on how to run this country. Because if we put Mr. X as senator for this country, or we put Mr. X as vice president for the country, we put Mr. X as minister for the Ministry of Commerce, that person will be on a payroll of those foreigners. So anything they do, it will go scot-free. Anything they do in the country, it will go free. How will you talk about somebody that you're taking pay from? It can work. So the foreigners are determining now how we Liberians should run our country. At the end of every day, every week, at the end of the week, you will see our government officials going to the jetties, the Abidjale, the Seti brothers. You will see them running there. Ochi, I hear from a weekend. Oh, boss, semi smoking out for the weekend. Our government officials. That's what happened in Liberia, if you don't know. That's what happening in Liberia. That's what messing our country up. That's what messing our country up. And if we can see the need to elect people that will help to change the system, then we are doing bad to ourselves. You can be out of Liberia, of course, but you do have your family back home. You don't know? One way or the other, every family in this country having Zogo as relative. Every family in this country having Zogo as relative. I bet you to say that lie. Which one of the family you tell me say you don't have your own Zogo? Every family. Because every day people taking in drugs. Every day. Now school going case, the kush is being sold for $100. If you walking on the street, yes, the uncle please give me something, and that uncle Jeb, take like $100 and give you a. The next thing would be you go and buy kush, and you damage your own life. You are damaging your own life. This is not about me, my people. I'm a young guy. I may be having the opportunity to leave the country anytime soon. But even if you leave this country, your mind, your heart will still be behind that. Oh, yes, I'm from Liberia. Oh, yes, I'm from the country called Liberia. I still need to go back. But Liberians are out of this country. They can't come back because of the bad system. They can't invest in this country because of what's happening, because of what others are telling them. They can't invest. They prefer going to invest in other country because of the system. Liberians, we have to change our minds and attitude. This is not about Boakai. Don't look at me. Look at the country. Look at the message I'm preaching today. Look at it. Few days or a few months from now, probably I may not be sitting behind this microphone. You will say, yes, there was a little boy. He said all of these things. But today again, or tomorrow, will be a scene one, because a criminal that once supported Party X move over to my own party. I will start to defend that criminal because of what? Because that criminal is now part of my political party. We all are defending our own criminals. We all are defending our own criminals. Then you say we want change. Then you say we want change. We are not going where we are not going anywhere soon. We are not going anywhere soon, bro. The prostitution rate is high. This time in Liberia, our sisters, they will be bringing themselves to men just for a letter of 10 USD. What is 10 USD? 10 USD is just 1,500 or 1,800 Liberian dollar. Our sisters will be selling themselves for 1,500 Liberian dollar. They will be bringing themselves to you. Instead of you going after them, they will be calling you. Everything is happening in Liberia because of the bad governing system. And we are pushing 2023. Let me say October 10. We need to make that change. How can we make that change? Vote the best leader. I will not tell you, say, oh, this person is good, this person is bad, this person is XYZ. You can sit and analyze and know who's the best person, who can make that change for Liberia. You, as an independent person, sit and realize that, yes, this person can make that change. Yes, I can vote the person today, and tomorrow Liberia will be better. Sit in your closet today and think, who can make that change? If you think George Weah can do more, re-elect him. If you think he needs to be replaced, replace him with the best person. Replace him. But all should just be for the best of this country, that's all. All should just be for the best of this country. I may be opportune to have my friends in America that I will just sit down and text. I say, oh, bro, please help me with something. That person will just, send me 30, 20, or $50 or $100. How many persons don't, some Liberians here in our country don't have people in the diaspora? How are they surviving? They are the one that you are seeing behind the leg of McGill today, the Nathaniel McGill. They are the one that you are seeing behind the leg of Prince Johnson that have been sanctioned. They are the one that you are seeing behind the leg of Bill Traore that have been sanctioned today. My people, we all need to rise. We need to stand up for this country, and we can do it. Other countries did it. We can do it. Why is it so difficult for us to do? Why is it so difficult for us to do? We can do it. It's not hard. It's not difficult to do, but we are just defending our own criminal. That's the only problem. Other countries are doing it. Look at Rwanda. Look at even the Ghana that we boast of today. People stood up and said, yes, I want that change. And there was a change in that country today. Why only Liberia? Why only Liberia? If you get us some money, driving your way to work, and you start to see, just stop at a traffic sign or a red light, you will see our visually impaired brothers, our visually impaired mothers. You will see them coming towards your car begging. Everybody begging on the street. Everybody, even the government official, they say they're begging the foreigners. Because of what? our entire governing system, our entire economy, we take it and give it to the foreigner. We say, you're the one ruling us in the country. You will determine what you're the one will determine what better for this country, the foreigners. Somebody, you will say one person or 2-3 companies are entitled to import rice in the country. When the 2-3 companies go and they have a meeting and say today, yes, let us add $1 on the rice, they would definitely add $1 on our rice. And they will make a justification to our government officials, and then the government officials will not do nothing because of why? Because they will give them something. They will give them kickback, and that $1 will be imposed on the Liberian people. You know how many person can afford $1 in a day? Then you are selling rice for $17. Now a cup of rice is more than $50. Cup of rice is more than $50. And we are heading to elections. We are heading to election. Today, I will give you the length of time for you to make your contribution on this issue. Some of the frustrated things that we are experiencing as Liberians. So today, I will give the callers the chance to express themselves to this on the show. Let us stop voting back leaders, back officials. Let us stop making them feel that they can make the change in this country. When you know they are not good, make the change. Change them. So we'll open the phone lines on 0770 102 102 086 010383 or 555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888-624171. Like I said, today I will open the phone lines because I want for a lot of Liberians to participate onto this edition of the show. So the phone lines are open. +231 888-624171 is the WhatsApp number that you can call this morning, and you will be live with us on the Costa Show. You know, it's so frustrating that every day you will get up and you will see something that, oh God. Let's take our first caller this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Boakai. You know, I listened to you this morning. I was smiling. You on fire. But I have one question before I continue with my thought. My name is Napoleon Soso, calling you from Los Angeles. Boakai, I wanted to ask you this question. Can you name me 2 criminals within the CPP?
Within the CPP, you say?
Yeah, 2 criminals.
Those that you don't know, I should name them. You don't
know
if
them? You can, then I will continue. If you don't know, I will continue.
You don't know them? I should name them. You don't know them? You have the leg of people that are serving our country that stole from us. You have the leg of Louis Brown. You have the leg of Musa Benete and all the other people. Then they come and ask me question, my brother Napoleon. You don't know them?
Okay.
You don't know them?
Okay,
Napoleon?
let me.
I don't listen. I don't want you even ask me that question, my brother.
Okay, you name 2, right? However, Louis Brown went to court and he was accused of Musa ability, went to court, or he was accused, or he was indicted.
Napoleon, I beg you, man. Don't come waste my time this morning. I beg you, my brother. Let's take some more calls. 0770-102. I beg you. They play for that thing here. Yeah, I'm not coming to go back and forth on that type of thing. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Buckeye. Good morning. This is Amos Gomi calling from New Jersey, USA.
Welcome, Amos.
Buckeye, you know, what you are just saying, no, we the one that the official now the putting in government, they're the one that spoiling this country. They're the one killing us in that country. Look at the young man yesterday you interviewed, the topic you on. Look at the young man who have spent a lot of money from Ghana, the same Ghana they're running.
Yeah.
Ghana is developed. The same Ghana they are running. No Liberian man can get a company in Ghana where all Ghana stay in that company. Where all Ghanaians stay in that company. Look at young man. Look at the kind of goose. Look at the kind of goose that's poured from that young man for the Liberian people to are wicked. Leaders, the leaders that are acting wicked on us in our country. Look at that young man. The young man providing job for Liberian, our sister, our brother that in the street. That young man could provide job for them. But let me tell you, Baka, I said that here, I said what my friend said one particular in Liberia. I paid the scholars. Our 5,000 I pay with our account. We all receive 5,000. Why I pay that money for? There's no account of that money. Now I got almost 30,000 boost in my place here, in my warehouse here. I tell you the center in Liberia. How the job will be provided for our brothers and sisters in Liberia. This is why Costa is backing up, and I let that mayor spirit. This is why he's backing up. All the government officials every Friday, we ended the money to the Lebanese, the Indian. Why they are doing to our people? Our brothers and sisters have become a drug addicts. They are killing them because there's no job. The government cannot provide job for everybody.
All right,
the young man over there, you know how many person he employed? You know how many person that young man was employed and they will put bread on that table?
Okay, thank you so much, my brother, for calling in and making your point. Now take somebody from the WhatsApp number. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, okay, and good morning to the listening audience. My name is Kamara Mohammed Kamara, and I'm doing this morning from the second. Broker, I listened to you, all what you said. Actually, I will concur with you at some point in time. I will also disagree with you when it comes to the angle of the LPP. I listened, so the comment from Comedalito on session here, I think to show one person from the angle of the LPP, and we got you did answer. And as I'm actually in this public manner, can you show a corruption scandal or who has some moral problem when it comes to the issue that has to do with government? I'm yet to see it, unless you tell me. When it comes to the issue that has to do with government, it has to do with those who would think we see them as a redeemer. Most of them, even like you said, I agree with you. You don't talk about your own, but you don't know about the next person on their own. So the matter why it is almost like when you think you come in with a flag hand, people think that you look like when those who've been in the system. So which I agree with that analogy.
Okay.
On the contrary, I would also disagree that it does not mean when you stay there, other people are coming from behind you, they are stolen too. No, this is not in the case of government. This is not in the case of transformation.
All right. Thank you so much. That's your own point. Let's take this other person here. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Baga, and good morning to your listeners.
Yeah, your name, where joining us from?
This is Siliki Kuma, and I call you from station number 2.
Siliki, welcome, my brother.
Thank you for the show this morning, Baga. First of all, Baga, I want to say thank you for the topic of discussion. But I think we are all contributing to where Liberia is. That's the honest truth. You know, a few months ago, you, Baga, and Harry just said on the show there, you criticized Daniel Che for joining Tinkumis. Daniel Che have left and joined the CDC. How many of you now criticizing the CDC for accepting Daniel Che? That's one of the problems. So now, you know, I want to speak directly to the Liberian people. We have 3 options on the table as we go towards October 10th. The 3 options, the first one, we either go back to the past that bring us here to where we are, that is the Unity Party government, 12 years, because everything we're complaining about today existed before. Or we continue with the present, with Joshua bad leadership. If we think that Joshua is doing the right thing, then we can continue. And the future, which is the CPP and Mr. Kumi's real change. This may have not been tested, but he is investing in the education system, giving loan to Liberians, you know, and doing his best as a private citizen.
Okay, so based on that, we should make Mr. Kumi's president, right?
You said?
So based on that, we should make Mr. Kumi's president.
So, Baga, let me say this to you, my brother. You always pretending to be independent, but you're not independent. You are a supporter of the Unity Party. It's just a Baga.
Okay,
and I think anybody will be
my brother Sidiki. Sidiki. Yeah, you know that's your view. That I respect you for that. You can say I'm supporting Joseph Boakai. Other person can say I'm supporting SYC. That's your view.
Every day you get issue of Kumis. Every day you question Musa's ability, but you don't get the courage to question people that are around Joseph Waka.
I don't think you really know the person. Okay, my brother. Thank you.
You see? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take another person from this line. Yeah, Charles Aku. Oh, sorry. Let's take Tom Will. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Welcome, my brother.
Waka, don't waste your time on Siriki.
Hello, Tom Will.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so don't waste your time on a little boy called Siriki. Liberia is not a contingency plan for Coca-Cola retiree. You get me? I repeat, Liberia is not a contingency plan for Coca-Cola retiree. The Liberian people know their leader. The Liberian people know who understands their problem.
So
Tom
Will, from your end,
yeah.
Who understands Liberian people problem?
Yeah.
Like Joseph Boakai, eh?
My man. The man is the master leader. This is the man who stay with the people.
Who understand Liberian people problem? Like Joseph Boakai, right?
Waka. Yeah, how many times you want me to emphasize on this? I said the Liberian people know their leader. The men who understand the problem. The men who stay with the people when coming to Coca-Cola, drinking sugar water. There's the man who are with the people.
Man, go to the point. My man. Who you think? So that Joseph Boakai, the referee person, right?
My man, Boakai, it will be a double positive to call Joseph Boakai.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Let's take Pastor Charles Aku on this line. Let's take him. We're jumping in there again. Pastor Charles Aku, you need to call back and let me see if I can take you from this angle here. Good morning. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning.
On the show.
All right, this Pastor Charles Aku, I'm calling from New Jersey, Blessed City. This is what I want to say this morning. You know, I get happy every hour, every minute, every second, and I was hoping for October 10 to be here because whatever God has spoke about is all revealing, is happening. And I wanted to tell us again that our God does not lie. If you look at the book of Numbers, 23 verse 19, it tells you, our God, not me, to lie. 2 years ago, God said you will reveal every evil Liberians, selfish Liberian against Liberia and suffering Liberia before the election. And every day in our life since 2 years ago to this day, I see the evil ones, the selfish ones, the heartless ones, those that do not fear God, the wicked ones, the killers. They are all revealed. They are all God showing them to us. You know, and I always say this as well. If my mom, my father, my brother, my sister, myself, if I would be one of those people against Liberia and the country of Liberia to be resurrected, to be saved, to be healed, to get victory. If I was thinking, God Almighty should reveal me, to show me the Liberian people, and we should take our lives away. For Liberians, watch out. Our tears is about to be wiped over our God.
Okay.
Because He does not lie.
Okay.
So
Pastor Charles, Pastor?
Yes.
Have God revealed that person that you think will clear our tears from our eyes to you? Have there been anybody revealed to you?
No. God does not lie. He said that the evidence is there. He said before the election, He will show the wicked ones. Are you not seeing the evil and selfish ones? Are you not seeing them every day against the country playing games over the life of God's children because of their selfish games? Satan is a man that's selfish. He loves power.
Pastor, what I'm asking you this question is because probably God have revealed somebody to you, and other Liberians may likely believe in your prophecy. They may likely want to join you, say, "Oh, Pastor, same Pastor Charles Aku said that God revealed this person. Is better that I support this person." Probably somebody, God revealed somebody to you. You may want to let the Liberian know.
The word of God does not lie. You're 100% right, but the word of God does not lie. But he still come to pass. And the Lord told me who, but he said, Liberia. Now, yes, thank you. If we Liberians are at peace, we have security, no one dying with all justice, then we don't need resurrection. But as well we know, like he said he will resurrect Liberia. He said he will do it, but before he do it, he will show each and every one that against Liberia, he will show it to Liberia, his preacher. I mean, recently, so he never lied and never told me a Joseph Walker will be and his gonna come will be. So I'm not coming to lie on the word of God. But the Bible says, do not hide nor subtract the word of God.
Okay, Pastor. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, I really needed him to answer my question on that person that God revealed to him that will do the best for this country. That was what I really wanted him. But my question wasn't answered by him. Let's take this person from here. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Bwaga. This is Erin Sharif calling from Painesville.
Good morning, Erin. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm good. Okay. And thank you for the show also. Bwaga, you know, when I listen to the folks from the ANC, blaming Kwame or blinking him like an angel from heaven, I can just feel funny about the whole thing because Kwame's left from this country. He had the opportunity. He served as Coca-Cola vice president worldwide. He left from here for years, 20-somewhat years, before Erin brought him back here 2012 and gave him our highest award in Liberia. And when you look at the United Party government that they can be burning today, majority of the people that Erin brought were the diaspora Liberians that came here and worked. And right after Erin left, all of them went back. That is same old people Cummings want to bring, and you see them all around Cummings today. The same factors from the United Party, most of them going to Cummings. The one from Ellen side, they're going to Cummings. Look, let me tell you, nothing new that Cummings is bringing here for people to be taking to be a Democrat.
Okay, Edwin, let me ask you now. So, is there anything new that Ambassador Bwaka is bringing? Probably you are a supporter of United Party. Is there anything new that Ambassador Bwaka is bringing that Mr. Cummings is not bringing?
Party. I'm supporting Joe Bwaka, not United Party.
Okay, so is there anything new that Ambassador Bwaka is bringing that Mr. Cummings is not bringing?
Ambassador Bwaka is bringing a lot of new things. What are those
new things that Ambassador Bwaka is bringing and Mr. Cummings is not bringing? I want to know them.
First of all, I listened to Ambassador Bwaka on numerous occasions. Ambassador Bwaka talk about agriculture. He talked about road. And let me just tell you small about the agriculture that he spoke about before. He said each county in this country with the soil that we got, each county will have to feed themselves, which means the government going to create an avenue farm. And when you're creating a farm, you know you need carpenters to build places on that farm. So you employ carpenters, you employ plumbers because you need to build place for people to stay, and then the farm start running.
Ellen, just hold on there. Ellen. What you just said, agriculture, right? You said agriculture. Mr. Cummings said the same thing that Ambassador Bwaka said. Mr. Cummings said the same thing about agriculture. So now, like I said, I want to know new things because the both parties, they both political, not only the both political leaders, all the political leaders are coming with the same 6 and 7. They are saying the same thing over and over. So there is no difference, my brother.
Okay, for practical example, right? You will know who's saying the fight. Our number one problem right now, I want we should target. Forget about all the new things. The number one problem we got, we're spending billions of dollars on food to import food every year. And then we got bad roads. We still have a road in the modern dispensation. So when Ambassador Bwaka was agriculture minister, just go back, check the express, check how farmers are doing well in Liberia, check how farmers are doing well and selling their products. So look at it first.
Okay, so
then we'll start grading from there.
Okay. Listen, probably this could be our party in Virginia. You are saying we should look at who will be real and who will not be real, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, so now what you are trying to tell me is that Ambassador Bwaka is totally real and Mr. Cummings is not real.
No, I'm not trying to tell you, Ambassador Parker. No human being is 100% perfect, right? But for his past records, when he served as agricultural minister, look at the time. Look at it. They have farmers who are doing well in Liberia, and the amount of rice we are importing now during his time, it was very limited. We have more local products that people were eating and buying on our market, but for now, majority of our goods we imported, especially for food stuff.
All right, Edwin. Thank you. Let's take other callers, my brother. Thank you so much. You know, when I started the show, that's what I said. We all are defending our own interest. The United Party people will come and defend Ambassador Boakai. The ANC party people will come will defend Mr. Cummings. The CDC party people will come and defend Ambassador Weir. The LP party people will come, they will defend how they call him Gonglo. Why they see ACO people will come, they will defend Lucini Camara. Everybody defending their own. So don't come and make it look like, oh, the other person is bad and your party is good. No party is good here. Even the CDC that in power, they are not good. Everybody, we just try them. We are just trying. You don't know that? So don't come and say, oh, Ambassador Baka will do better than Mr. Cummings. He haven't been tested yet, or many want to be tested. We have to give them the power. They will know whether they will do good or not. We have to give them. Being a leader when you are in the back is different from being a leader when you are in the front. So let's wait and see. Let's take this person on the line here quickly. All right, we just messed up on our caller. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Toga, can you please allow me to respond to Tongwell? This is Siliki.
My man, we can't be doing that 30 seconds, brother.
Okay, thank you. Tongwell, let me say this to you. If people give you the opportunity to speak on a kind of platform, you try to make your case instead of referring to somebody as little boy. At this time, we are thinking about our future, not about feeling sympathy for our old men who have spent 42 years in government but have nothing to show. So the next time you call, make your case instead of referring to speak as a little boy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take somebody. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah. Good morning, Baka. My name is Sarah Kamara, calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, you know, Baka, from my first time of voting Liberia is 1996, 97. You know, we've been trying leader, representatives, senator. When the president go there, and every election we're gonna change them. Every election we're gonna change them, no result. We I think do any time we change two or three times representative or senator. Everybody come there, they do different things. So what we say, only a leader can change that country. But we've been changing leaders from the day we Lord Toba. We left on track. So everybody right now, people are saying that the person clean. The only time somebody can be clean, Bakari, except the political power will see what they're gonna do. Look at the lower house, Bakari. Every time we are teaching representative because they're not doing good. So you and myself with the problem, Bakari. We got to know ourselves. We gotta respect ourselves. So today, all the people are making noise. Look at Bakari Kia. People are there. Will corrupt the past government. Now, Kumi are bringing, according to you, bringing new people.
Okay.
Look at even the new people are on board. They have to get you power before you know who are.
Okay,
what are they going to do better? Even 1 second, even Henry Patrick Costa that we taking the big clean. Ourselves will get Henry power before you know Henry is clean.
Okay.
All
right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Let's take Victor. Let's take, okay, sorry, we messed up on that call. Let's take him from this angle here. Quickly, good morning, welcome. Let's take this person. Good morning. Sorry, I need to open this phone quickly. Okay, so now we can take the calls from here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, boy guy. This is Joseph Conto, and I'm calling from Maryland. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, I've been listening to the caller and what have you, but information is very important. This election is about the soul of Liberia. People talk about the Unity Party and the CDC. When we talk about changing, we talk about change. We have record of these people. They have served the Liberian people. Both parties have served the Liberian people. It was because of the Unity Party that we got CDC today. We got Joe. We are in power. So revolt to Unity Party with Joseph Boakai is not going to change anything. Joseph Boakai has been in government. He has served in government since 1973. He served at LPMC. At LPMC as the managing director, and then 1980 to maintain him as managing director at LPMC. There is an audit report here in the U.S. Congress. They were ordered by former Senator Edward M. Kennedy. They audited the Liberian government. That audit covered from 1980 to 1986. In that audit report, Mr. Joseph Boakai, being the agent of the Liberian government, serving at the LPMC, is pretty much indicted in that audit report for investing millions of dollars that the Liberian government sent there. I mean, the U.S. government.
Today, into time now. So let me ask you, who can make that change? You think?
Well, what I think that who can make that change? It had to be someone new. It could be Arizona coming for me. I'll be biased with that. For Arizona coming, but also Gongo.
Hello, listen. Just stop right there. You said Mr. Alexander Cummings can make that change, right?
Yes, I said I'm biased about it because I support Mr. Cummings, but also Gongo is in the race. Who can also make that change? Not Joseph Boakai, not CDC. Thank you so much.
All right. So hello. Let's just conclude.
Yeah.
So you think Mr. Alexander Cummings can make that change with a man like Besson Gafile being behind him that damaged the passport sector in Liberia here, with a lack of Musa ability that having FIFA money all hanging over him, with the man that Louis Brown that milk the mission of information. All of those characters behind Mr. Cummings can make that change, but all of us can make that change, right?
Okay, listen. I understand where you're coming from, but if you are the leader, you make that change. Let's take, for example, in Liberia, nobody was wearing purple suit on the job. We have started wearing purple suit. All the people in government were wearing purple suit. When Joe, we are going to the church, when he fall in the spirit, all the minister, all his people will fall in spirit in the church. Did you see that? So the leader can set the tune for the change. But the leader is bad. Everybody that follows, they are going to be bad.
Yeah, but somebody from the Unity Party may say Ambassador Boakai is that character that can make that change. Ambassador Joshua is that character that can make that change because there haven't been some record that this man corrupted the system all of the time that he served in government. There haven't been any character of him embezzling people money or the institution that he worked for money. There haven't been any record that show all of these things. So why don't you why you're not thinking a man like Ambassador Boakai can make that change? Well, we are served as peace ambassador. Why do you think that we can make that change, but only Mr. Alexander Cummings with all of the surrounding?
Well,
but you know that you're coming.
Okay, go ahead.
You know that like you said, the leaders can make the change. So only Mr. Cummings can be a good leader and make that change, but others leader can make that change. Why may you think so?
Well, first of all, like I said, Joseph Boakai has served in government since 1973 up to this point. And I give you the other report. The other report in America is called PL 480, the Popular Law number 480. I told you about that. Joseph Boakai presided over the Liberian Senate when Brian envelope was passed out to representatives and senators to pass laws that never benefited the Liberian people. If Joseph Boakai could make that change, he would have made a change in the Senate by refusing to do so or challenge Ellen Johnson Sirleaf on it. If Ellen Johnson Sirleaf does not comply, he's supposed to go publicly just like General Kawan Gonglo did and resigned, but he never did. He never spoke against anything one day.
All right, thank you so much.
Can they make that change?
All right, thank you. Mr. Cummings supporter said Joseph Boakai and Joshua can make that change. Mr. Cummings can make that change. Let's take and I love the conversation this morning. Yeah, I seriously love the conversation. I like the way everybody's supporting their own candidate. Let's take this person. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Boakai. Am I online?
You are live. Welcome.
Oh, okay, thank you. My name is Moses Colley. I'm calling from Charlotte. The thing that you talk on today, I really was impressed because I have a very bitter experience with Liberia bringing things in the country. But the only person I see that we should continue to support or that should be elected based on his record, I think is Omen Boakai. Omen Boakai is a man who has been in power, maintaining the same house. He had never renovated. He had never gotten unwealthy property. The former president of Tanzania, Julius Nyerere, this man was president for so many years.
Hello, brother. Hello.
Yeah.
The guy from the Alternative National Congress, he just left the line. You came in. He said the Ellen and Unity Party government, they were not doing better for this country. And former Vice President Joseph Boakai served in that government, and he saw there was evidences glaring that this that the early administration were not doing well for this country. But he left in power. He never resigned. So he can be trusted with power again. So that's what they are saying.
No, they are wrong. They are wrong. Follow the history of Tanzania former president, Julius Nyerere. He maintained his house. He was president for more than 20 years. The man, when he left from office, the citizen of the country decided to put money together and build a house for him. This man, they say there's no bad bush to throw a child. Everybody in the country, whether bad or good, they are all Liberians. So don't worry about who Joseph Boakai surrounded himself with. He will make those bad people a good people. Don't look at the people he's surrounding himself with. Look at himself.
So
because he will make those people to be like him.
Hello.
Yes.
With America being our number one ally, they put more money in Liberia than any other country. You know that for a fact, right? And they told us,
yes.
The Liberian, that there should be no political party, no individual doing business with sanctioned officials. But we see the Unity Party and Ambassador Boakai wanting and dining with a leg of Prince Johnson. Don't you think that's sending a message to the Americans that I don't care about what you are saying?
Mr. Boakai, the thing about it, I understand. It does matter. But look at the leadership. Don't look at the people he's surrounding himself with. That's what I said. He will change them. Look at the leadership. He's the one heading. Dillon said something long time ago. Dillon said the people of Liberia are not the one that are going to change the leadership. I mean, they're going to make a huge difference in Liberia. It is the leadership of the country that have the responsibility to shape the direction of where the country is. That everybody will follow. I remember that quotation from Dillon. So don't look at people. Omen Boakai is surrounding himself with. Look at himself. Look at his record. He got no corruption scandal. So, as I can relate to you about Tanzania former president, what he did, that's how this Omen is. Look at his house. He's been inside for so many years. He's got no wealth, no corruption record.
Okay.
So follow him.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's take somebody from back home this morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Boakai, just give me 30 seconds, please. This is Erin Sherry again, please.
Okay, Erin.
Just give me 30 seconds. Okay, Boakai, like you said the Unity Party is wanting and dining with Prince Johnson. But the last time I checked, when Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai was naming his campaign team, there was no name mentioned like Prince Johnson. Number one. Number two, like the previous caller just said, look at Joseph Boakai lifestyle. People can say he get nothing, he do nothing. Yes, he maintained his house. He since the war, Joseph Boakai has been one of the officials. So he get the opportunity to go and live abroad, but he been here with us. His children, his son, they in our one place, in our rehab. Joe Boakai son get big house on his side. Okay. Joe Boakai still maintain his same property.
So based on that, we should let him, right?
It will tell you sincerity.
Okay, thank you so much, Edwin. You said 30 seconds. Let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Bakar. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Let me just say thank you for the topic of the discussion. I'm Morris Massacre calling from Belgium. First of all, is a past government we're suffering. That's the reason we cannot input direct into our country because everything is expensive. Because during Joseph Barker regime, they the one gave the triple or moreover to the company. Up to now, when you say you continue to even free things to free people there, they charging huge amount of money.
Yeah.
So just what I'm telling you, and the past government was getting a lot of money. They don't even bring out and they don't even bother train something to be putting a continue down into that port. But they prefer for them to and rule our place to the people for many years. So I think so. Just what I got to tell you, I think the past regime, Joseph Barker regime, Joseph Barker regime failed off. And also during Madam Eddie Johnson they also gave the former vice president two sectors, which is
who you think can do better?
President George Weah can do better. He's doing better more than the past regime. Just the 5 years. The president staying to power. He laid foundation for the Liberian people. So I believe 50 years from now, the choose something the government in power now already purchased for another country. It will soon be in Liberia. At least
listen, you know, like I said,
go ahead.
Jerry likes us. I will give you the time. Today we're taking more time with our callers. So Jerry,
okay.
He said Ambassador Weah for the past 5 years, now we are into 6, going to the election. He have done better for the Liberian people, right? There have been a lot of promises.
Exactly.
Listen, my brother. There have been a lot of promises made that he didn't fulfill. You know that. Number one, the president promised all the Bali Island that we can see that Bali Island. The president promised. Hello, listen now. Finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Relax, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I finish, I'll give you the time for you to answer. The president promised.
No problem.
The first lady promised all the hair factory. We see the hair factory. The coastal highway. We see the coastal highway. The sisters and teachers, we see the sisters and teachers. The Lone Star Air, we see the Lone Star Air. Some people believe that this president has failed massively because the importation of drugs or $100 million worth of drugs just went scot-free without no trace towards anything. Then you think we should still give such men is another 5 years wherein the hardship is taking over the entire country. The hardship, you see people all in the street, the hardship, not because you are not living in the country, but people are feeling the pinch. People are saying that, oh yes, I can get out today to get even a cup of red. Cup of red is not being sold for $50. It was sold for $25. But since we are took over, it's now $50. Then we should still give the same man another 6 years. With other
Wakai, let me thank you for all of the things that you need. Even the Bali Island that you're talking about, the project on course. It will take time. Of course, I'm telling you now. Okay. Then also you're talking about the hardship. The hardship that you're talking about, it's not only like you want to get a hardship. One thing about it, you get to know, we have crashes all over the world because the Ukraine and Russia war are going on. So even the great America, even Europe, Asia, everywhere, everybody going through hard time.
Okay, my brother.
Everybody going through hard.
All right, thank you. So the message, the hardship that we are experiencing is because of the war that is in Ukraine. So we should no, you know, I like I said, I love the way everybody expressing themselves. I like the diverse view. People from the CDC, the Unity Party, the CPP, everybody expressing themselves this morning, and they are defending their own interest. I started a show like that. I said everybody defending their own interest, and now you are seeing it. It is happening right on this platform. Everybody defending their own interest. The guys from the CDC. Let's take somebody from this line here quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Braga.
Your name is joining us from?
My name is Fidel Square. I'm calling from Grand Crew County.
Grand Crew, welcome, umbrella.
Thank you very much, Braga. Braga, you see, it's good to tell one of the fine in the country. If people, all of people can see the reality and then look at it clearly, they don't want to go to the direction. I'm saying this to say that Joseph Iman Braga is the best person for to in the country because of our track record.
But my man, you for Grand Crew, I thought you should be supporting George Weah. What's the problem?
No. The issue is not about the person from our house, I mean support the person or the person coming from my trust, I mean support the person. No. It's not a matter. We look at the direction the country is going today. Where the party took the country from yesterday and brought it, and then today the direction the country is going on. For some of us now, our support is with Jesus Imam Braga.
Okay, thank you so much from Grand Crew County. Let's take somebody from the diaspora. Good morning, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Braga. This is Hassan Umar Dukle calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA.
Okay, welcome, my brother.
Yeah, Braga, it's hard to change the story right now, but because everybody knows very well that Braga is a solution to the Liberia problem right now. Because our leader made us understand that who is Braga, and we're proving beyond reasonable doubt that Braga is a clean man. Even Bago Mavi came out and said that even during those days, Braga had no corruption scandal. And even the American people that you talk about, they don't crime is not transferable. What they do is what they judge you for.
Okay, so
and
hello. So even if they tell you, say, oh, don't do business with sanctioned officials, so that means that crime is not transferable, right? Even they came out with a statement saying that you shouldn't do business with any sanctioned official. When you are doing it at your own risks. So you may try.
But he's not doing business with any he is not doing business with any sanctioned official. Listen now.
No. Let me hold you there. You said Ambassador Braga is not doing business with any sanctioned official. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Why? Why would you be
for
saying?
One reason.
Why would you be saying such?
But listen now.
When it is glaring.
Yeah, listen now. Business in a sense that PYJ is the Liberian, and associating yourself to Liberian, it doesn't mean that you are doing business with them. PYJ is a sense. His hero, but definitely he's not going to elect he's not going to put PYJ into any electoral or any ministerial hero that is fair.
Hello.
Yeah.
But PYJ is publicly supporting him. PYJ is on his campaign trail. They were in Nima recently. PYJ were with them when other counties. So you say PYJ will not be there, right? Now, what are you trying to tell me?
No, I'm not saying that PYJ was not be there, Braga. You can support me as individual. No matter how bad you are, you can support me. I don't have a problem, but I will let you know that even I become a leader, if you are there is any corruption charges against you, I will technically investigate you.
Okay,
if there is anything about war crime, and definitely Liberian police, you will go on an investigation. I will do that.
Okay, my brother.
That is mean nothing because you are Liberian.
All right, thank you so much. Now take another person on this line. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Braga. This is Jerome speaking from Minnesota, USA.
Welcome, my brother.
I listened to the view of Liberians on the issue of who to become president come 2024, and I realized that Liberians know what to see in a leader to vote for them. For me, to be real honest with you, I'm not in there with no political party in Liberia, because if you real search the landscape of raw politics right now, I saw some old politicians in new one, but coming up. You get put a Louis Browning all over the place, but some got female there, you got You got all the funny men that have been stealing Liberian money. They still coming right back in the picture. And you're talking about the president won't can be able to solve the problem. And it's other communities one cannot solve Liberian problem. Joseph Human Baga one cannot solve Liberian problem. George Manning, we are one he already writing, so that's just leaving. The Taiwan Gonglo one cannot. The only thing I bring and pray for right now is just for the mercy of God, is somebody who will come for me. If I ever want to vote in Liberia, I will vote for Taiwan Gonglo.
Okay.
He's at least a little bit clean, small than the other people that I run time.
All right.
I listen to the show every day. I listen to people giving views and things about who they want to be president. I just laugh. Liberia will still low suffering. For real though.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. We take another more caller here on the line. We can take roughly about 5 more calls. Then we go home. We are already 9 more minutes in the show. 9 minutes. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm pretty well. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is a very simple math. That I want to put it this way. If the majority or the few callers who are saying that Braga is doing business with or is in bed with Prince Johnson because he was sanctioned, it means that it's the same wine in the same bottle. I think it's just wrong for people to tie to somebody because they don't like that person. Remember that the MDR has a new management system, and that new manager is Jeremiah Akon. It's not Prince Johnson.
Hello?
Prince Johnson was there. Hello?
Hello? You can't,
Yes.
You will never and ever do business with the MDR without attaching Prince Johnson. So that one, but let's forget about our lost situation, big brother.
No, that's a notion, but that's a notion that those of you in the media, I cannot infuse in the minds of our people.
But people, it is glaring.
It's not France. No.
It's not because he's with the United Party today. When you are going to support Kumis, people in the United Party are going to say all sort of things about the same Prince Johnson man. Not because he's supporting the party that you are supporting today. So you are saying that you can work with the NDR without Prince Johnson. It shouldn't be like that.
I do not support the party you're referring to. Who I support is the individual in question. I support Ambassador Boakai. Ambassador Boakai has a very different character, and I see people trying to tie him around. The Unity Party did not do better. I don't know where were these people, because I was there in 2005, and I know how Liberia was when they took over. And I know how tirelessly, the effort he applied. I know how obedient this woman was to serve under Malan Salib. And I know where they took Liberia from. So those people who were then a child, who did not see Liberia in 2005, and now seeing Liberia under George Weah in just in 6 years, I think they need to go back and learn something.
Okay.
Because Ambassador Boakai and Ellen worked hard to bring Liberia to where it is. So it is not about. So I think he has the record, the experience, the character to be able to lead Liberia into a new generational year to take us from this drama we are in right now.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Now we'll take, like I said, 4 more calls, 5, but we're going 1. So we'll take 4 more calls. Lot of calls this morning. We are still taking them. Keep your calls coming in. Let's take this person on this line. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning again, Baka. This is Tori Kamara calling from Minnesota. Baka, you can remember 2005. John Howard did our own sanction, and still she supported Ellen Johnson Salim, and Ellen Slow too were on sanction as well, and all the guys supported the ruling government, which is Madam Ellen Salim by then. So Bakai, for people supporting Bakai, for me, I don't see any bad thing in that, because he's a leader and he wants power. Everybody come to support. He will allow them.
Okay.
So
all right.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm holding you there because you called previously and you made your previous point. We have a lot of calls on the line that we need to make change for. Let's take this person. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Your name is joining us from?
I'm Bob Wilson Harris.
Yeah, welcome on that, brother.
Welcome.
You are live on the show. You're okay.
Yeah, thank you. This is Bob Wilson Harris calling from Grand Creek County.
Go ahead.
We are all aware that the next president for this country is Ambassador Joseph Iman Bwaka. Joria is no more president.
What Joria from Grand Crew. I think you people should be the ones supporting George Weah. What's the problem?
No, I'm not the one that's supporting George Weah. George Weah, he is a failure. He is a complete failure. He has failed us in this country.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from Grand Crew County. Let's take this person. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Baga. Good morning, all the listeners. Thank you for the show. Baga, on the whole platform, I like you because if I have money, I can open radio station for you. And let me tell you, in Liberia, oh wow, new wow, whatsoever we're going to say. Some people can say we don't need to bring corrupt official. We don't need to, which one of the officials in the bed is not corrupt? And where you will get all new people from? Where are you getting the new people from? The new people bringing them be even corrupt more than other people. Those are sort of be taking the country. Yeah, those are sort of be looking at the country to do better. They are there doing a man that are way to. So where are you? Where are you going to get the new people from to come rule Liberia? The only thing we need to do, we need to establish a policy. We need to establish certain system that every Liberian should follow. When you don't follow it, they take you from power, they persecute you. We should have the persecution arm of people that corrupt the system very strong. That's the only way Liberia going to move forward. But we'll be talking all the thing there. Prince Johnny being there, the other person being there, all the other people being there. Everywhere you go, there's a sea corrupt people there. No matter what you do, I don't care what you do. The only thing we need to do, we need to what? Put fire into the system.
Okay, so James, there is a hard question that people want to know. So who you think is preferable? October 10th.
October 10th. All the people there, all the people there is still coming.
Yeah. Probably you have somebody in mind that you think I can do better. Who you think?
I don't see no Jesus Christ, no serious money yet.
So up to now, you haven't decided yet?
No Jesus Christ money.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's take Sam, our big brother Sam from the United Kingdom. He been calling back to back this morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. I see people putting pressure on you, innit? to please them. It's not an easy task, man. You've done well. I've been busy here watching the World Cup, the Winner World Cup. So that's why I didn't come online. But they're having a break now. I'm coming. Look, listen. You are a Muslim, aren't you?
Yeah, Muslim, yeah.
The Muslim and the Christian, they have similar thing in the Old Testament, like Abraham and the rest. You remember the story when this angel went to Abraham about going to Sodom and Gomorrah to destroy the place?
Yeah.
And Abraham was bargaining with him and said, please don't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because my cousin is there, Lot. And then the angel said, how many righteous people are in Sodom? If you can tell me that there are few righteous people there, I will spare them, I will not destroy it. So Abraham started from 50. He said, what about, the angel said, what about 50? He said, there's no righteous people. He went down, what about 20? There's no righteous people. He went down to 10. He said, there's no righteous. Which means that Liberia, if you're going to ask, like you said, can we find one righteous man in Liberia to run the country? It's just funny. They are jokers. But at the end of the day, like I said, you know me. I'm not for any political group. I'm for Liberia, the betterness of Liberia.
You've been calling on the show, time with our number. You've been following our body politics. You've been following a lot of things back home here in Liberia. I know you may likely want to sympathize with somebody to say, yes, I think this person is a little preferable and can make that little change for Liberia. Who you think could be that person?
You know, Boyaka, you are very tactical. I've seen you doing that with Costa to get the best out of him. So, but what I could say, listen, what I could say, from my own observation, I think is the person that has been interviewed publicly on your show and by a couple of people like Hawa, and the person is Gonklo. Mr. Gonklo. Okay. Yes. So he's been interviewed, he's been out many times, and he tells people what his agenda is. I think in view of that, I prefer him because he comes out. He's not hiding from the question.
No, but people are saying we shouldn't base our country on the issue about interview. Because all of the political leaders are conducting interview, not because they haven't come on the platform that you listen to, but they are conducting interview on other platforms. So if you say because of because Mr. Gonglo came on this platform and he told the Liberian people what he would do, you can follow other political leaders. They are on other platform and they are giving their 1 and 2 on what they will do for the Liberian people. I don't think that should be the point.
Oh, you think there should be? The reason why is because how will people know what you're going to do when you get there? You understand? Okay. Look, even in America, that's why they have this debate. Liberian leaders are just scared of debate. Debate reveals your motive and what you're going to do. How many of them have a manifesto?
Okay.
Manifesto show people what they're going to do.
All right, thank you.
So that's the big problem.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you. We take 3 more calls. And let's take this person here. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Okay, the person I'm talking. The person, I don't know what's happening to your line. Let's take Peter Bondo. Peter, good morning. Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Okay, Prince, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for the topic of the discussion. You know, I must commend you for letting the Liberian people to know what is unfolding. I think it is prudent. I mean, it is more important that you guys do that always as a journalist to enlighten the minds of the people to know as to how their country is running and how politicians are cajoling them. Mm-hmm. So quickly, I will speak to the issue because maybe I may not have all of the time. So my point here is that I'm a sedition, right? But in that day, that what for the country, I shouldn't say it. Let's speak the facts. We say we are sedition. Be here for other political parties. We find ourselves. We say country first. I'm a sedition. If CDC leaves power today, and other people who will come, they are also elaborated by constitution. Those who serve as government officials. But then, if you look at the analysis, not because I'm a sedition, if you look at the analysis on all of these presidential candidates that in the race, President Weah is much better than everyone of them. People come up with a story saying Joseph Banga is clean.
So you think we should give him another try, right?
So another 6 years.
Yes, so I'm asking. I think you think we should give him another 6 years.
Because of the that he has already touched, I think it is important. I think it is important we give him another 6 years because of the small thing he touched you right now. If we go for another 6 years, you extend it to another level. But let me give you a scenario on the former vice president. People claim that the vice president is clean. This vice president the former vice president have a record of being sacked because of corruption.
When?
Right?
When?
People don't understand.
Listen. You see, say you better get Anto, right? But I don't want you to come. I don't want you to come and make statement that I'm a very certain no that it's not true. Then I'll let you to go free. When they sack Ambassador Boakai, do you have any record and who you think sacked Ambassador Boakai?
The records are there.
The records are there. Okay, the records are there. I want you to tell me if you have the record, which year they sacked Ambassador Boakai and what was the reason of them sacking him?
Let me go through my point. I will send everything to you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. Let me take this other caller on the line. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Braga. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Welcome, sir.
Well, my name is Andy. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Braga, I just want to hit a couple of points, okay? As a guy that called concerning the freeport of Liberia, I must say I don't ship it myself. Was on a Georgia region, and the tariff of the port will increase. So on a Georgia region, that the tracking number, we started paying for it. During study time, it was free. Okay? Now, Joseph Boakai is the best man to be the next president of Liberia. Joseph Boakai has maintained his lifestyle for 40 something years. George Weah changed his own in less than 2 years. You are broke when you got in power. Okay? Now, Prince Johnson, yeah, the extension on Prince Johnson, that does not mean Prince can speak to you or he can be your friend. Prince Johnson is not running for anything. He's not running for senator. He's not running for president. And Jeremiah Kung, we're looking at right now. Putting the extension on him when he's still doing business. So, my brother, the only man that can change the country for one term is JMB, and we'll rally around him. We'll make him our next president of Liberia.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a fascinating discussion this morning. We received the missed calls, 372 missed calls on our WhatsApp number. Now, if you start talking about the local line, so folks, that's what happened when you have a firing show this morning. I like the way that everybody was given an opportunity to come and defend and speak the positive about their candidate. And it been a nice show this morning. We all talk about who can be the best person from this for this country. The seditions are saying yes, my president George Weah should be given the next 6 years. The Unity Party people say, Ambassador Boakai is the best man for our country, and the ANC people say Mr. Cummins is the only alternative. He the one can make that change. Some say Councilor Gonglo is the best man, and we all are all Liberians. This country is all we have. We have to look at things. Forget about the political blah 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 blah. The truthful person that you know can make that change, we should elect them. Everybody supporting their own criminals. Everybody supporting their own political leader. Everybody supporting and defending their own recycle politicians. They flip-flopping from one political party to another. Come October 10th, we'll be going to the polls. We'll go there. We'll make that change if we want to. Or we'll remain to where we are if we want to. But the decision is left with all Liberians. No matter what your ethnic group, from which ethnic group you are from, which political party you support, once we elect that particular president, that person will serve off for another 6 unbroken years. Just know that within that 6 years, if we elect a rightful leader, they will shift our life for the good in the next 6 years. But if we elect the bad leaders, just know that particular 6 years will be deducted negatively from our life. So it can be George Weah, it can be Ellis Cummins, it can be Joseph Boakai, it can be Tiawan Gonglo, it can be Lucini Camara, it can be Clarence Monuba, it can be whosoever. Once you know that person is good, my Liberian people, the ball is in our court now to make that change. My name is Boakai Amara Kamara. I've been here this morning, bring you to this edition of the Costa Show. We'll be here tomorrow with the team to bring you tomorrow's edition. It will be the weekend's edition. Hope today's won't be fascinating. And I love the way everybody came in and we had a great and wonderful show this morning. We'll be back here, the team and I, with a brand new edition tomorrow. So up until then, Boakai Amara Kamara is my name. Join me tomorrow on the Costa Show. For now, it's bye-bye from my end.